Brian Kelly, and we are here at the 2021 United Motor Coach Association Expo in Orlando, Florida. And I'm here with Doug Anderson. He's the president and CEO of Anderson Coach. I'm here with Michael Jackson. He is the national field leader for Valera, and we're here to talk about Active Pure. So what brings you to Orlando for the show?
Well, I'm here supporting Anderson Coach, one of our clients and customers. They've installed our Active Pure technology on the coaches, Doug, and you guys found that it was an excellent solution to get the buses rolling, to create safety and confidence for the clients and customers. What do you think, Doug?
Absolutely, Mike. We adopted the technology back in June of last year. We've presented it to our customers, both on the tour as well as on the charter bus side, and the response has been overwhelmingly positive. The assurance that the people have that the air that they're breathing on board the coach and the surfaces that are actually there are being cleansed the entire time the vehicle is being moved is just a tremendous mind rest for the passengers.
Well, let's talk about that for a minute. We're talking about what's the difference? We know that a lot of bus companies are using all types of ways to disinfect their buses. What's the difference between active and passive, and how does this system work on the motor coach?
So passive technologies require that some sort of device draws a particle. It could be a virus particle like our COVID SARS virus. It could be mycotoxins from mold, but they have to draw particles to a device. The problem with those solutions is that it's very difficult. You can't get particles to jump off the seat of a coach and go into an airflow and get into some sort of a filter or a UV light. That simply doesn't work. If it did work, we wouldn't have these indoor environment problems. Active technology is the opposite. This technology is called the Air and Surface Pro. It has Active Pure installed, Doug, and the technology puts out a purifying plasma that goes through every square inch of the coach. And Doug, I think for your company it was important that it didn't just sanitize the air, which it does in 3 minutes, FDA cleared studies, 3 minutes, 99.96% destruction of the COVID SARS virus in the air, and Doug, 99.98% on surfaces. How important, Doug, is it that your customers and your clients understand that the air and the surfaces are being sanitized 24/7?
Oh, it's incredible, Mike. We've even taken our safety video presentation at the beginning of our trip and put in the technology videos to explain the technology to our customers. And you know, it's just been embraced by everybody that's been on board and potential people to be on board. It's really incredible. We should probably demonstrate the technology that is involved with clearing the air.
So Doug, the technology is a two-phase system on the coaches. The first phase takes the particles out of the air. In fact, the University of Cincinnati did a peer-reviewed published study that says that when this technology is turned on, the particles are removed from the air in the coach 200 times faster than normal gravity or the normal deposition rate. So this little device is just a smoke chamber. I want you to pretend like this is a little bus. We'll put some wheels on here, right? And so you can see it's filled up with smoke. Imagine clients and customers, Doug, coming on the coach. They're outgassing, they're breathing, they're sneezing, who knows what's in the air, right? So watch what happens here. Doug, there's no fan inside here, there's no filter, there's no place for the smoke to go. Exactly. When you turn the technology on, here's what happens. Instantaneously, the air inside the coach is having those particles removed. But that's only the first. If that's all it did, that would be powerful. But that's only the first stage, Doug.
Yes.
The second stage is the real powerful part. That's called Active Pure. Active Pure is the world's only FDA cleared for SARS-CoV virus technology that has been proven to kill the virus in the air on that coach in 3 minutes to what's called 4-log kill, or 99.96% in just 3 minutes.
Wow.
But the technology is better than that, because it goes out into the coach, on the seats, on the railings, on the handles, anywhere people touch. It's actually disinfecting, Doug, the surfaces. So this is a multi-stage technology that cleans the air, cleans surfaces, and frankly, it's not just being installed in coaches. It's being installed in schools, in churches, in businesses, all across America in a big, big way. Doug, when you first look at the technology, you had a lot of choices. You had a lot of things that you could look at, from fogging the buses to hand cleaning everything, to UV lights. What made you finally make the decision to install these on those Prevost coaches that you guys got?
Well, we actually did some testing on board the vehicle and were overwhelmingly impressed by the quality of the results that we got from the Active Pure technology. And it was just hands down, it's simple, it's easy, the customers can see that it's actively being used. There are alternative technologies that don't stack up, and that was really, we wanted to put our money where we had a product that was viable and going to protect our passengers to the fullest extent.
What is now the big question, the $100 question is, what does it cost?
Well, the technology is the most inexpensive way to solve this problem. In the 1970s, you had HEPA filters, you had UV lights, you had MERV 8, all these types of tech. Those are 1970s, 1980s strategies, and they have not worked on 2021, 2020 challenges like SARS-CoV. So this technology doesn't have any filters in it. It's filterless technology. We're not pulling air through a device, trying to collect the bad stuff and then send the good stuff back out. Instead, we create a purifying plasma, just like standing next to a waterfall outside, how fresh and clean that air is. Sunshine outdoors is nature's #1 sanitizer. This actually duplicates what nature does outdoors. And why is it inexpensive? Because one unit covers 3,000 square feet, whether it's a coach or whether it's a business or whether it's a church or a school. But the really cool thing is that there's no filters to replace. There's nothing to do. On a monthly basis, you have a simple little cleaning process that takes place, takes a couple of minutes, and then once every couple of years, the main engine inside is replaced, and that's just under $100. So it's a really inexpensive solution to a really, really serious problem.
The next question, how easy is it to install and maintain on a bus?
Oh, it's very easy. It plugs right into an inverter, which almost all modern coaches now have an inverter. We put it in the overhead rack of a Prevo H345, fits perfectly. There are other strategic locations that you can adapt this technology to install into an MCI, a Van Hool, a Tempsa. We even use them in our cutaway vehicles that are much smaller. There are different products that can be right sized for any kind of an installation, and it just is very viable.
I see you're wearing a NASA, so tell us what's the connection?
Well, this helps me get through airports. Astronaut coming through. No, just kidding. The NASA affiliation is simply this. NASA had a serious problem on the International Space Station. The serious problem was the astronauts. They were outgassing into the environment, into the sealed environment. I always say that, when you burn the toast on the International Space Station, you can't open the doors and windows, right? And so they had to create a technology that would purify the air and purify the surfaces on the International Space Station. They were trying to grow potatoes on a trip going to Mars, and it wouldn't work because of the pollution from the astronauts. This technology, which was adapted by us, perfected by us, patented by my company, tested at the highest levels, FDA studies, university peer-reviewed studies, is now the world's only NASA certified space technology, and we are the only company in the entire space that has been inducted into the International Space Technology Hall of Fame. Wow. We're even now in the Cleveland Institute, the Cleveland Clinic, the #2 hospital chain in the world, $85 billion strong. has 100 of these actual devices that you have in these coaches that we're talking about today, in operating rooms with the top surgeons in the world, with 43,000 patients being operated on with this technology present in the room.
Doug, if we wanted to purchase this tech,
You can go to goanderson.com,
okay,
click on our Clean Care tab, and it will take you to an area where it has information that you can view as far as videos, and you can actually purchase from that website.
I want to make one more comment. I think that's important. Okay. This technology has been adapted by the coach industry in a big way. We've got coach companies like Anderson Coach all across the country that are saying, wow, this is a really good solution, different than all these other things that are so difficult to work with. But as another example, the school world has caught on. 4,500 units installed in Pennsylvania, Doug's home state, for one school system alone. Up in Paterson, New Jersey, more than 1,000 units installed. Schools all across the country are opening up today because of active pure technology. And as Doug says, we have a solution for any kind of an operation you have, whether it's a business, whether it's a coach, whether it's a small van, whether it's a pizza place, whether it's your home. This is technology that we believe will be in every home someday. The timing is right. We've got a worldwide problem, and we've got a solution developed by a company right here in the USA. Dr. Deborah Birx, the #2 infectious disease expert in the world, heads up our medical and science division. This technology is the way to go in the world today for these modern problems that we have.
Well, Michael, we appreciate you taking some time with us today. Doug, thank you for sharing your technology. We're here with Doug Anderson. He's the president and CEO of Anderson Coach and Travel in Greenville, Pennsylvania. And we're here with Michael Jackson. He is the national field leader for Valera, talking about Active Pure today. And once again, what's the website if we want to purchase the technology?
Goanderson.com, in the Clean Care tab in the upper right-hand corner, and it's goanderson.com.